Looks like I am live on YouTube, which is wonderful. Just having app difficulties, but I think all is good. So let me get my Facebook feed going and then we'll start. Let's see. Here we go. Hi everybody, it's Nancy. Hope you having an awesome day. If it says was live above my head, that means you caught the replay. That's fine. Just type hashtag replay when you get here. It seems like lots and lots of you are traveling this summer and catching the replay, and that's totally fine. I pop on when it's convenient for me. So I want you to do the same. So when you get here, say hello. Keyword today is mushroom. Type the word mushroom and check your messages. I am going to get started here. Okay, so I have a tag that I miscut. It's been sitting here in my stash. I decided I'm going to do something with it. Only miscut because I intended to make it 9 inches wide. And it's like 1.5 inches short of that. So this one is 7.5 inches wide. And it is basically 15 inches tall. Now I can cut these to any size you might like. Just let me know what you need. But this one was a miscut. So we're going to start with this. We're going to start with this. And I have the word welcome that I also had extra cut out. It's all extras. So I'm going to use it. Why not, right? This pairs with our welcome transfer from the summer launch. It comes with a whole bunch of flowers and everything, but let me know if you need the word welcome. And let's get started. Keyword is mushroom. So I think we're going to do, I'm not going to use a transfer on this. We're going to just paint it. Okay? That's what we're going to do. And what else am I going to do? I'm going to grab this little tool because I need to pop out the center part of this E. What I need is a pokey tool out on my laser so that I can, sometimes there's these tiny little pieces. It's not that they're not cut through, they just have a hard time letting go. So I need one of these out in my, out in my shop. All right, let's see who's here. And while we do that, we're going to paint this word welcome. And we're going to use Lagoon because it finally came in. Let me see who's here, hopefully. There we go. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hi, Christina. Christina, how's your summer been? Hi, Linda and Amanda and Sandy and Vicky. Hello. We're going to use Lagoon. I'm so happy it's here. This came in, when did I say? Yesterday or the day before. And now I have an excuse to use it. So here we go. You're going to see this color a lot from me for the fall. Not going to lie. I kept picking it up at ChalkCon. It was a favorite. Hi, Pam. How are you? Sandy saying hi to you. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for sprinkling, Vicky. You are the best. Okay. We're going to do a couple things. We're going to start by painting this, like I said. And I don't think I'm even going to wet it. I think I'm just going to paint straight from my jar. Okay, and like I said, I'm not even going to use a transfer. I'm just going to paint this word welcome. Okay, you could do this with any welcome word you find. Sometimes they have them at Hobby Lobby. You can get like the metal ones at Dollar Tree. But I cut this, and for whatever reason, I had it extra, so I am going to use it. Hi, Charlene. How are you? How are you, my friend? All right, so we're going to get this all painted. I basically spent today, I took Quinn for a walk. I went and visited a friend. I spent a good portion of the afternoon. I have to do CPR training this year. we go every 2 years. We have to do it. This is my year to do it. So there's an online part that you have to do, and then you do like the practical part afterwards. So I had to get, and you have to get the online stuff done before they let you do like the actual CPR, you know, as you might expect, like the training part where you practice your chest compressions and you practice, you know, like go get the AED and call 911 and just practicing knowing what to do in emergency, which by the way has come in handy. I'm going to tell you what, I've used it outside of teaching. Thank goodness I haven't had to really use it too much at school. But I've had to use my training just in everyday life. And I'm so glad I have this knowledge. Anyway, hi, Patricia. So I spent some of the afternoon getting that done. And I got it done just before I came live here. So I thought, let's reward myself by doing a craft. So yay. Hi, everyone. That's how I spent my day. How have you been spending your day? It's hot officially in Texas. Hot, hazy. I think we're under a heat advisory, all the things. Hi, Patricia. Are things still looking up for you? Tell me they are. Charlie, I'm doing good. All the rain we were supposed to get only happened overnight. Oh, that's good. But the heat's coming, my friend. Texas is about to send you some serious heat. So stay cool. I have had a busy day. You guys know me. I can't sit and do nothing for too long. It's just not my thing. And especially in the summer, you know, when I'm not teaching. So I got to keep myself busy. In the school year, I can kind of chill and veg most of the evening. But in the summertime, I'm a little less busy. You guys, this is such a gorgeous color. You need to grab it. Hallmark Christmas movies, Charlene, are they really on right now? Is it like their Christmas in July thing? Oh, speaking of that, starting on Saturday, so what's today, Thursday? You guys, I'm in an event on Saturday. I would love to know the name of it. I don't remember the name exactly, but I will be live on my page on Saturday at 3:30 Central Time. Hopefully you can make it. It is a Christmas event where we will be showcasing some kits. There's a big event going on. I've been posting about it on my page for about 2 months in the stories. And if you want all the details, go look at my stories when the lives are over. They're at the top of your Facebook feed. It tells you all the creators that are going to be in it. And it's 8 to 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, I believe. I hope, because that's what I put in my calendar. Anyhow, they're showcasing some decoupage paper from Digital Deco Designs. And so I've got a paper all ready to use and some kits. Gosh, I wish I remembered her name. I can't remember her page. Anyway, they provided the kits and the paper, and we're just creating. So we're going to start our Christmas in July crafting on Saturday at 3:30 Central. So mark your calendars. I'm doing 2 coats just because I don't know if I really needed 2 coats, but I just love this color. So I didn't want any of that brown peeking through on this, so that's why. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? Christmas in July. But is it called Christmas in July? The event, I don't know that that's what the event is called. Yeah, supposed to get out. Yay, Patricia. I am so happy for you. You deserve, I don't know what you deserve. You deserve a break. You deserve, I'm going to go on a limb and say you deserve a pool boy to just serve you drinks by the pool. That's what you deserve for like 2 months straight. That's what I'm going to say. All right, we're going to set this aside to dry somewhere. And why are you getting a message for Christmas in July? Weird. The keyword is mushroom. So somebody do me a favor if you don't mind. Type the word mushroom and let's see if that keyword is working. And then we're going to work on our tag. Should be working. Yeah, it should be working. I don't know why you're getting a message. Well, if you already typed Christmas, I don't know why you're getting a message. Never use paint on CC stencils, chalk paste. Oh, did somebody ask a question about that? Thank you, Jan. Let me go back and find the question. Can I ask you a random question? When doing stenciling with the silk screens, do you use chalk paint or paste? Yes, just like Jan said, I never, ever, ever use chalk paint. You want to use chalk paste because it is water soluble and will wash out of the silk screen without any problems, whether it dries or not. With acrylic paint, you are going to run the risk of it drying in the silk screen. So if you want to for sure know that you're going to be able to, what's the word I want to use? If you want to know for sure that you're going to be able to use your transfer over and over again, never use acrylic paint in your transfer. Never, ever, ever. Okay? All right, I am going to sand this a little bit. Sometimes with the cutouts, and it's something I'm playing with, when the laser goes around the edge, depending, sometimes you get a little burn mark around the edge. And a way to get rid of it if you don't like it or if you don't want to see it, because I am not going to paint this. I'm going to leave this like this. Normally I'm going to paint it and I don't care because I'm just going to paint over it. But in this case, I'm not going to paint this tag. In this case, I'm just going to chalk on it. So good. I'm glad it worked, Amanda. Thank you for telling me. Now, if you guys type Christmas and you got a message, I'm really sorry. If you need me to get you the link to the transfer that I'm going to use today, just send me a message and I'll get it for you, okay? Because once you get one, I can't send you more than one message. So see how that like took the burn marks off? Thanks for sprinkling, Jeanette. Okay. So now we just got our sign. And you could give this just a little sanding too, just to extra smooth it out. As that's optional, you don't really need to. You could also add a little wax if you want. That's optional. Not going to do that, okay? All right, so we're going to take this reusable silkscreen transfer, and you guys could probably guess this one is a Tiffany Thiessen design. She has kind of a funky vibe is what I would call it. It's all mushrooms. It's called Magic Mushrooms. And we're going to do something fun with it today. So, here we go. We're going to add some lint. You definitely want, somebody was asking something about this fuzz cloth, okay? One side is a microfiber, like a cleaning cloth. This side, it's like a terry cloth. Probably could use a new one. Anyway, is just to add lint to the back. Hi, Tammy. So, thanks, Amanda. So it doesn't overstick to your surface. So I'm just going to give it a couple of, this makes it so it's less sticky. Somebody asked about making it more sticky. No, this makes it less sticky and you kind of want that to start with, okay? So I'm just doing this a few times so it doesn't stretch when we pull it up. You're going to get the full stickiness back after you clean it, okay? Okay, so here we go. We're going to take this large tag. I don't know if I want to work from the top down or the bottom up. And I'm not sure if I want to have it like over to the left. We're just going to make this repeatable. It's kind of a random tag, so I don't know if it's officially repeatable, but we're going to repeat it. But let me just, I guess I'll start from the bottom up. because if for some reason something goes wrong, we could always add a bow at the top, right? So I'm just planning for a mistake, possibly. I'm just trying to think, do I want to have it so that I'm going to have both sides hang off equally. Okay, here we go. Here we go, you guys. Every year, well, at least the last year and this year, mushrooms were kind of in. They're very in for home decor. I don't know if you see that at Hobby Lobby or where you see it. So I know chalk is always very much on trend with all of that. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to use these two colors. This is chalk paste. Well, hopefully it was a good call from the doctor's office. Charlene, I'm glad you're back. This is espresso chalk paste. And this is our new Ivy color that I'm in love with. Now, could also do really any color would look really cool. Any of the new On Vogue colors. You could do orange, you could do the marmalade or the Cabernet, whatever you like. I'm going to do all the tops in Ivy and then all the bottoms in the espresso. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm just trying to think. Okay, we're going to do about half and then do the bottom half, I think is how we'll do it. I'm just trying to think in my head what would be the easiest. Okay, I'm going to start with Ivy. And I guess I'm going to use my multi-tool here. And we'll just do like as many as I feel comfortable doing, I guess. For me, it's more of a timing thing, so I just kind of go by, oh, that's been sitting there for a minute or two. Let me pull it up. So this is where you want to definitely paste and pull. Okay, so I'm going to even do the tops and the bottoms of these little pieces in the same way. Maybe I'll go through and do a few of the tops and pull and a few of the bottoms and pull. I don't know. Let's just play it by ear. I don't like my paste to just sit there in the silkscreen very long. So this is why I do this. Tell me if you guys have some fun summer plans still left. For me, my summer is winding down. We're getting ready. 2 weeks from today exactly, I have to be back for the CPR training. So 2 weeks from today and the happy fun times are over. The days where I sit in my garage and stare at my laser and play with fun things for hours on end is ending. Let's see. Oh, somebody asked something about the club. Oh, you typed the word July, Charlene. That's why you got that. That's why you're having that. Oh, till 11 p.m. All right, so we're going to lift this up because it's just taking too long. So we're just moving forward. All of that is going to be brown. So I think I'm just going to do the greens and go back and do the whole thing in brown, and that'll be easier. So I'm going to do the tops of the mushrooms. And then I think I'll be able to do the majority in brown in one fell swoop. So let's try that. Let's try it. Tell me below, what is your favorite, like, out of these two things? Do you prefer a door tag or a door round? Tell me what your favorite is. I tend to, now that I have this laser, I may just do all tags. I do like doing door rounds, but from the beginning of chalking and me crafting, what is the word? Gravitated toward the tag shape, which we used to have on my chalk site, but we don't anymore. But now that I can, basically make it any size and shape that I want, that's where I'm going, I think. But tell me what you like best while I'm doing this. Let's see, we can probably get away with one or two more. This is brand new paste, so I know it will not dry super fast. Hello from Florida. Hi, Jen, you made it. No other plans like you. Oh, that's right, because you're around the school year round. Oh, you guys prefer the rounds. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Huh. Well, we are different that way. Okay, I'm going to lift this. And we're just releasing the paste. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to lay it gently back down and do the rest of these mushrooms. And I'm only pressing right now where I still need to chalk. Not worrying about the top right now. I'm only worrying about this bottom part. Because if we go through and press on all that green, it may still pull up some of that paste, and we don't want to do that. Well, you guys prefer rounds. Well, that's totally fine. Totally fine. I like the rounds. Hi, Lori. How have you been, Lori? Jen, what's the weather like there in Florida? Is it 1,000,000 degrees like it is here in Texas? You know, the other thing I did today, which was sad, was I went and, so my vet did paw prints for Zola. And they called yesterday and said they were ready, so I went and picked those up. I haven't looked at them yet. But I got a set of, well, she had one front leg, so we got her paw print done 3 times. So my son and my daughter can also have a paw print also of hers. And Quinn keeps laying in Zola's bed and breaking my heart every morning. It's very sad. It's so hard to lose your pets. You haven't done it? Yeah, well, I like the rounds, but I have never used a tag. It would be different. Everybody likes what they like, right? Thanks for sprinkling, Charlene. All right, let me get the tops of these. And these do not have to be perfect because we're going to go back in with the espresso color. And that's going to be the dominant color, so it may cover up. Some of the green we got in the wrong spot because I'm sure I did. So I'm just going to lift from the bottom, keeping the top in place and then setting it down. And then that way, it's still where it needs to be. Don't say, Charlene, do not say that. My husband wants another dog. He wanted another dog before this. He sends me every single day these little videos with pit bull puppies and how cute they are and everything I need to know about pit bull puppy. This man needs a pit bull puppy. And I know they have a bad reputation, but I don't necessarily go with all that. But man, I said, hon, I'm going back to work right now. This is not the time for a dog. We've almost always had at least 2 dogs. We had 3 dogs for, goodness, however long we had Lucy, 10 years. I need us to not have, I'd like to just have 1 dog for a while. But even when we got our first dogs, we got 2 beagles. They were litter mates. Their names were Maze and Blue. We were very young, and that's what we named them. We're both Michigan people, you guys. You know this. Anyhow, they were litter mates. And so we've had 2 from the, like, basically our whole marriage, except for some brief moments where we had 1 dog. So I'm just going in between here and getting all the little rocks and the bottoms of all of the mushrooms. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, the brown is going to overpower any of the green I may have gotten in those areas. Sorry, I'm looking down, but I'm trying to move relatively quickly here. I don't know if you guys remember, but if you watched yesterday or not, but yesterday, Chalk launched the Birth Flower program. So they released 3 transfers with, I'm just going to lift this so I don't have to stress about it. This is so cool. Anyhow, 3 transfers with the months August, September, October, and the birth flower associated with those. So if you know people or have people in your life with those birthdays, you're going to want to grab those flowers. They're going to be under the What's New category, and then they'll release the next 3 months and then the next 3 months, you know, as appropriate. So for me, my birthday's not till January, but my husband's birthday's in September. My son's birthday is in October. My dad's birthday was in October. And my nieces are all born in October. Well, 2 of them. So I need to get in and go purchase those. But anyway, kind of a cool deal. You can collect your months. But I'm thinking I'm going to do mine when it comes in this Cabernet. Because if you have a January birthday like I do, Garnet is the birthstone for January. I didn't know that. And I think this is the perfect birthstone color for, I have no idea what the flower is, but apparently the flower for October was marigold, which is interesting. I didn't even know that. Okay, I'm just going in between this little bit. Of course, my air is kicking on. Okay, then we're gonna lift. You guys, this turned out so stinking cute. Look at this. Isn't this adorable? Hit the heart button for me, you guys. Look at that. We're gonna continue it. I just gotta clean this real quick. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Yes, it is how they're raised, right? Missy had a Cocker Spaniel I wanted to bring back with me. Aw, yes. You have a beagle named Blue? Oh my gosh, he was the nicest dog ever. He really was an amazing dog. Maze was a little bit naughty, but she was good too. Carnation is a fun. Oh, Carnation. Oh, I didn't know that. Isn't this a fun transfer? I had a Maltese I rescued. He was a puppy. Oh, he was in a puppy mill? That's so sad. Yeah, it's hard to say. I was like, it makes you not want to have another dog. It stinks having to make those choices, and ugh. It's terrible. I feel like I don't like that. I don't like it at all. With Maize and Blue, it wasn't even really much of a decision. They were both at different times got very sick, so it was a no-brainer for them. I mean, I didn't feel bad because they were clearly having real bad issues. But gosh, both Lucy and Zola were more about mobility issues. Otherwise, basically fine. And geez, it's just a terrible decision to make. Terrible, terrible. My flower is Poppy. Oh, fun. So you're in the August group. You need to grab that one then. You need to grab that August one. Hi, Lori. I think I said hi to you already, but saying hi again. All right. I'm just drying this transfer. We're just about done here. And I'm going to flip it onto my fuzz cloth. That's what I'm doing here in my drawer. And by the time I get this ready, this is already dry here, okay? So I'm gonna take this and fuzz it. It's ready to use again. It's a little wet on the top still. All right, let me just make this a little smaller so I can see more things. Yeah, I guess that maybe I knew that at one point about the carnation, but I don't know. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is just extend this to the top. So, again, I'm just leaving, I don't know. There's no right or wrong way to do this, honestly, because it's not like you're repeating the pattern. So if you want these mushrooms to be here, do it like this. Just leave, you know, each of them have like a 1/4 of an inch of a space between it. I'm just trying to decide how I want to do it. I guess the bottom is the easiest way. So I'm just going to leave a little bit of room. I'll show you just a second here. So I'm just leaving like this little tiny bit of room between here and there. Oh, well, there you go, Shirley. You can collect them all. That would be awesome. All right, I'm just leaving a little bit of room in between. And there's really not that many tops. It's going to be mostly bottoms. So I'm going to start, again, just like I did before with the green, this ivy color. It's like the perfect dark green. And I love it with espresso so much. Espresso's been becoming my fall favorite color, honestly. What time is it? 4:15. All right, let's get this all pressed in. Now, before you make any purchases of those flowers that we were talking about or anything on my chalk site, make sure you're enrolled in the Perks program first so you can save 30% off on all of the products. You don't want to pay retail, guys. There's no reason for that. They created that Perks program for you. Basically, it's like a loyalty program. Just kind of saying, okay, I'm going to spend 20 bucks or more. I mean, it's totally up to you. You can shop more than once and you can spend more than 20 if you want. But you enroll for 20 and you get that $20 back immediately in product credit. And then you can shop all month long at 30% off as many times as you want. That's what it's for you to get a discount. And what I suggest is that you, when you join, like if you start today, which I think it's the 17th, put in your calendar for the 16th of every month and just put, I don't know what I would label it. I would probably label it chalk or something like that. Some kind of reminder so that you go in and you use those design dollars so you don't, lose them, because if you don't use those 20 design dollars in the 30-day period, you lose those. So you don't want to lose them. Just put your join date in your calendar. Or if you enroll with me and you message me and say, Nancy, when's my join date? I can look it up super fast, so I don't mind helping you out. But if you want to know, you got to message me. I won't be able to do it on my own every day. But if you ask me, I'm here. So that is my suggestion for you. There are some items in the last chance section also that are going to retire. A lot of them are, what are those called? Patriotic transfers. If you didn't grab those before, you can grab them and put them in your stash for next year. A lot of those will be gone. It said by July 22nd or sooner, while supplies last, they said. All right, I'm just going super fast. I know I'm missing comments, but I'm trying to avoid having to pull up my transfer more than once. Okay, so you see, I was able to do that whole section. Let's see how we did. That turned out pretty good. Look at you guys, how pretty. Yeah, Janet, I know some people are like you too. They get it on their date, they use them, and that's totally fine. Definitely do it. Isn't this pretty? You guys, we didn't even have to paint. How cool is that? All right, I'm gonna set this aside. Just gonna spray it with some water. I'll clean it when we're done. I don't know if I need my hot glue gun or not. With a huge family, we have more than one birthday every month. I have 3 birthdays on April 26th. That's a big family. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. We do not have that big of a family. We do not. Okay, let's get out our welcome. Okay, if you're new to this page, you're going to learn I really love blue and brown together. Very, very much. So you're going to see that quite often, especially in the fall. I like to do a lot of my fall things with blues and browns, but you, of course, I put the colors in the cart link. You can do any color you like, okay? So we're going to take our, whatever this is called, welcome word. I'm going to dry this super quick. Cute, huh? Now, I kind of toyed with using Cabernet with welcome. You could use any color, of course. And some of you I owe Happy Mail to. Just know that I know this. I owe Happy Mail to Marianne and Cindy and Jacqueline. I owe Happy Mail to you and to Charlene and to Anita. Though I might have sent Anita hers. I have to look. But I have my notes here, so I've not forgotten. I keep a really close record of it. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, so we're going to put this welcome word. And this is going to go a little, again, didn't cut this the way I wanted it. So this is going to go kind of on a slant. I'm not sure why I don't just turn it so I can see it. Like so. So always make a plan before you glue anything down. This is what I'm doing. I don't know if I want it to be straight. I was going to do it crooked, but now I'm kind of... The fun part about the wooden letters is that you can move them around however you like it. I think I really do like it on a slant here. So we're going to do it this way. So then when you hang it, it will be kind of from this corner to this corner. You do what works for you. Hi, City, you made it. It's okay. Hi, Christine. Do you love them? Thank you. Okay, let's get our wood glue. I don't even know. Whoops. Whoops-a-daisy. Hang on, I got Drippy McDrippenstein over here. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with this E. And I'm going to do wood glue and just a smidge of hot glue. Now, when I do this, like when I'm making reels or whatever for you guys, I do not do the hot glue. I don't really need to. This dries pretty fast, enough where you can move it, but not really fast enough for the live. So I try to just do a little smidge of hot glue. So that's a temporary hold. And then we do the wood glue so that I can drop it and it won't come apart. Because that happens sometimes. Now guys, I have my August craft box all cut and ready to go. I will start posting the event for that pretty soon, probably next week. And we'll have the reveal for it one of the last days of July. I haven't quite decided. Might do it on the 30th since I have to be back for CPR and all that on the 31st. But it is adorable. And if you liked, did I even do hot glue on that? I guess I did. If you liked my July box, you're gonna really like this one. I think on that hanger, I would have the letters coming from the top. Oh, going down this way? Yeah, you could do it either way. I think it looks good either way. I've done it both ways. Yeah, you could totally do top to bottom. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can do it however, whatever suits your fancy. That's just personal preference. I think since it's sideways, it doesn't matter. It's crafting. It can be however you like. I don't know if I told you guys this. I'm going to tell you again if I did. Jason, I think I told you when we went to dinner for our 30, like our actual anniversary, in came this huge party with these big balloons and they said 30 on them. Now it was somebody's 30th birthday, but they were like these big gold balloons. I'm like, oh, it's meant to be. We were both so sappy. Thanks for sprinkling, Rochelle. Appreciate you. All right, we're gonna get some wood glue on this. And a tiny little bit of hot glue here maybe. And then we'll just lay it down. Yeah, okay, I like it. I like it. Okay. Now I just like to do just a simple jute rope. You could totally add a bow if you want. I'm not a big bow person, so I only do it when necessary. I think this is cute just like this. How fun! I'm gonna get some string to put in it now real quick. I think last time I used like a super thick rope when I did my tag. So Rochelle ordered the last tag, and when I cut her tag, this was the first shot. I don't know what happened, but I pulled it out and I'm like, this doesn't look right. And so, this might be too long. When I checked it with my previous, I'm like, somehow the dimensions were off. So this was what was left. And I thought, let's make something with it, right? So I made the hole bigger. Okay, then the first one. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Let's see. I'm just going to leave it like this. Put a little tie here. Do you like them? Again, I did debate about doing this. Cabernet would look very pretty on here also. I mean, look, or also marigold would look very pretty. If this would give it a little, I mean, it wouldn't even be Halloweeny, it'd be brown. Oh, just off of work. Good for you. Yes, if you want to get just the welcome, Janet, just message me and I can invoice you. That's not a problem. You totally can. Just send me a message. You guys, it's taken me time to get everything on Etsy. It's a little bit of a process, but as I'm learning and you tell me what you like, I will get more and more up for you, okay? Yeah, you just want the word welcome is what I assumed you said. All right, here we go. What do you guys think? Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. So cute. I'm loving these mushrooms. I'm thinking maybe a pillow. I may have to do a pillow with this. Honestly, I'm telling you, any color, whatever your preference is, use it. I'm a blue and brown, so that's why I did it. Thank you, Sandy. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I hope you're enjoying your summer, and we'll see everybody really soon, okay? Thanks, everyone. Bye. All right, my YouTube friends, I gotta come around and I gotta grab this device.